Nobody wins when the family feels.
Towards the building, back inside of that breezeway. All right, units, keep coming, keep coming. That breezeway to your left is where he's going to run at. All right, he's running the back side of the building, southbound. Southbound. Get some units on Middleton. He's running towards Middleton. All right, radio. Looks like they're getting that middle detained.
Hands right behind your back, please.
What's your idea, sir?
What's your name, buddy? What's your date of birth? All right, Detective Burhalter, the reason why you're in custody? Because you have warrants for your arrest. Yeah, let's find everything in a minute. Let's get him away from these.
Show me that you lay down in that cut and let that 30 hit. I've been rapping in my sleep, I think that I'm too built for this.
What's the difference?
Yeah, we the biggest. Big for real.
30 rounds in it. Pull up at your mama house and put some rounds in it. Where the nigga.
Now you know you just talk. He lived out there.
Man, all my kids, your homies used to call you a lame. On my children. That's on my kids. That's on my kids.
Mama coming in the kitchen, stanking up her pots. Nigga want whole thing.
Why would somebody do that to my son?
It's a question that the father of Rudolph Johnson, an Atlanta rapper known as Marlo, has asked himself repeatedly after someone shot and killed his 30-year-old son during the summer of 2020.
12:30, just into our newsroom. Atlanta police talking about new efforts to combat gang activity during the summer. It's called Operation Heatwave. Police say they're ramping up their presence in areas where gang activity has spiked, like around certain convenience stores. They say they have been encountering too many young people with guns.
PDE/Slaughter Gang, 952, and PFK. They are three allegedly Atlanta-based groups that today we're going to discuss. And fam, at this point, you know I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. And with that, I'm only speaking on public facts. But of course, you know some would still find a way to blame me for collectively putting this video together. But let's be clear, even though it should be clear by now, I can only provide the audience was public. So if it's an issue on the information I provide, it would be with the individual who decided to put the info on a public platform. Under no circumstances will I provide speculation. Now with all that being said, upon doing my research for this video, I did my best to not only edit the curse words out and video for guidelines, but for the ones included in this video, they should know I did my best to take out any incriminating audio that came across my attention. But nonetheless, I hope this video serves as a tighten up video, because it's not me who have the groups in this video highlighted, it's the authorities.
Our kind of Fairburn Road, MLK corridor as well. So we know that we're seeing some concentration of Goodfellas, of Paradise East Gang, as well as PFK.
Open the door. The data-driven strategy already successful this summer. New body camera video shows officers arresting Jaquan Felts on Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway. Police say he's a suspected member of the 952 gang and was wanted for the murder of 18-year-old Dominic McKibben.
So now we got a clear understanding of my view for this video. Hopefully we get better. And with that being said, remember family, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. In Atlanta, within the last 3 years, Rico's been going crazy. Multiple arrests and different alleged gangs.
Here are more stories that are on top today for you, starting with an Atlanta rapper who is now behind bars after turning himself in. Atlanta police say this man, YFN Lucci, whose real name is Rayshawn Bennett, is now facing murder and assault.
An initial hearing on the charges this morning. This is video from court of Young Thug in a blue jumpsuit. The rapper and 28 other defendants charged in a 56-count indictment alleging street gang activity, including robbery and murder.
The Rollin' 20 neighborhood blood street gang busted by the GBI. The alleged gang members indicted under the RICO Act.
We are diving deeper into a big story out of Fulton County. 26 alleged gang members now facing 220 charges for a host of crimes. And it appears the intricate web was untangled in part because of social media gang activity in Fulton County and across Metro Atlanta. The latest investigation involves the drug-rich gang, and Willis announced today she is formally bringing RICO charges against 26 alleged gang
In
members.
custody, some facing federal charges, others facing state charges in Fulton County. Today, the FBI publicly identified these 10 individuals as being arrested over the past 10 weeks during an ongoing local, state, and federal operation known as Operation Phoenix.
I am not going to negotiate with gang members. You do not get to commit crimes in my county.
Family, count how many bodies you saw in that 45-second clip. It was about at least over 100 arrests that was just mentioned. As you can see, Atlanta with the new DA is well known that she ain't gone. And as you can see, that list included a lot of people's favorite artists. And for the ones that's free, that reside or from Atlanta, it seems they fans is hoping and praying that they won't be next. Recently, Atlanta PD had announced their operation that he started last summer and continue it this year with new people on a list that's titled Operation Heatwave.
First at 12:30, just into our newsroom, Atlanta police talking about new efforts to combat gang activity during the summer. It's called Operation Heatwave. Police say they're ramping up their presence in areas where gang activity has spiked, like around certain convenience stores. They say they have been encountering too many young people with guns.
Now, as you heard in that small clip, they focusing on certain areas, which we'll later discuss, that mentioned by the police include PDE/Slaughter Gang, 952, PFK, and during this operation, they also highlighting a shooting which took place a couple months ago. And according to authorities, the label that's involved is the group, according to them, titled 952. And it seems the most noticed out that group is a rising Atlanta rapper named Anti the Menace. Some people say Anti always angry. He went viral last year after releasing a dope track. Most people was just shocked of his energy and what some call a kid body. The track we referencing to is a track called MB that was released last year with just under 4 million views and counting.
You caught that body and got it in the room and fold up like some pressure sticks. I feel like Nardo Wick.
But it seems 952 Anti wasn't only gaining the attention of his fans, but also authorities. 952, the label, was at the center of attention in Atlanta after a shooting that took place on the west side of Atlanta that left one teen deceased. That teen was later identified as 18-year-old Dominique McKibbins, may he rest in peace, and left condolences to his family. It seems the altercation broke out in front of their recording studio, 952 the label. It was May 23rd, 2023. As of now, it's unclear on truly what the argument was about. But what we do know, according to police, it happened at 255 Donald Lee Holloway Parkway in the Center Hill neighborhood around 11:15 p.m. The address corresponds with a short retail row that feature a bar and a grill, car wash, detailing shop, and tax business.
New this morning, a deadly double shooting in Northwest Atlanta leaves another family grieving in our community. Police say it all went down on Donald Lee Holloway Parkway, where officers found 2 men shot. One died at the scene. The victim's grandmother identified him as Dominique McKibbins. She said he just turned 18.
A sweet, kind-hearted person, good life, good people, love friend, gave everything from hard, brought everybody home to his mama, brought us around. He just got a good heart. It had to be a cold-blooded person to hurt him. It had to be a cold-blooded person.
Police are still looking for the shooter. They tell us the shots were fired after some kind of argument.
Now, a couple people from 952 end up getting arrested. But before we get into that, a couple days later, authorities released the video that you guys saw in the intro. Check it out. The 5 people who were arrested was Cameron Kindred, Contavia Williams, Natavius Davis, Quantez Phelps, and Marcus Fooley. Quantez Phelps actually had a body cam release footage of his arrest release. Check it out.
Don't move, boss. Step out the car, sir. Hey, don't reach, man.
I ain't reach for him, bro. Come on.
Hands right behind your back, please. What's your idea, sir? What's your name, buddy? What's your date of birth? Alright, Detective Berhalter, reason why you're in custody? Because you have warrants for your arrest. Yeah, let's find everything in a minute. Let's get him away from the car here. Hold on, I'll tell you everything in a minute. You got a car we can put him in?
What's up, big area?
2521 Donnelly.
All right, step forward, spread your feet, nice and wide. Hold on, step your feet, spread your feet, nice and wide. Okay. You ain't got no weapons on you, do you? You got anything hidden in your ass or nothing like that? Okay, have a seat for me, please, okay?
Now, as we mentioned, another label, but according to authorities, a group called PDE 4L/Slaughter Gang have a couple members, with the most known being 21 Savage and Young Nudie. Now, before we go into details on the recent stunt that had everybody in a frenzy about the information that was going back and forth on a Clubhouse appearance with 21 Savage and a member from PFK, listen to 21 Savage speak on the recent Ricos in Atlanta on a popular platform based out of New York.
Nowadays, a nigga will wake up, bruh, and put a clip on Instagram, upload the video to YouTube. Now a label at his door, and they just gave him $1 million. This nigga 19. So naturally, he wanna like show his hood, like, bruh, I made it. So now he back in his hood. Now he looking out for his hood. But it's a catch-22, cause it's like, I can make it and forget about my hood, and then my hood gonna be trying to kill me and rob me. Or I can look out for my hood, and now I can catch a Rico. So it's like a catch-22. So it's like it ain't no, like, I can't really explain it. It's just like the time that we living in, niggas blow up so fast. The niggas that they beefing with, they mad because he just got signed or whatever the reason is, and niggas know you still gonna be right here. You 19, where else you going?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like that.
Everything he said was the truth, so we're gonna hold fast on 21 Savage and Slaughter Gang. Family meet Marlo. He lost his life in 2020, may rest in peace, and left condolences to his family. Marlo allegedly rapped PFK, which is in the 9th Ward of Atlanta. Some call him Rudy. He have a lot of respect in his hood to this day. Lil Marlo had a fan base as well. He had tracks with Lil Baby, released 5 years ago, that had little under 6 million views and counting.
To the hard way. This that to the hard way.
Now, just last month, Lil Marlo's dad had spoke up to the media because it's going on 3 years since he lost his son and there's still no arrest.
An Atlanta rapper found shot to death in his car is begging anyone who can help police find who killed his son to come forward. Channel 2's Michael Seiden is live for us in downtown Atlanta outside police headquarters. And Michael, this murder happened 3 years ago and you just got an update from investigators.
Lori, a spokesperson for the Atlanta Police Department here at the headquarters, told me that this is still an ongoing investigation. At this time, they're not releasing any information about possible suspects. Meantime, this grieving father, he says it's been 3 years. It'll be 3 years on Tuesday is what he told me. As in, he says he is still wondering how this could have happened.
Why would somebody do that to my son?
It's a question that the father of Rudolph Johnson, an Atlanta rapper known as Marlo, has asked himself repeatedly after someone shot and killed his 30-year-old son during the summer of 2020.
In 3 years, nobody has been, charged with his murder. And all we want is justice for our son.
Investigators say it was just before midnight on July 11th when officers responded to a single vehicle accident on I-285 South just west of downtown near the Benjamin E. Mays Drive overpass. Police discovered Marlo shot to death inside his car. At the time, authorities told us he was the intended target, but the motive remains under investigation.
And I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it.
The father of four grew up in Southwest Atlanta and was beginning to make a name for himself as a rapper. In fact, in 2017, he was signed to Quality Control Music, the Atlanta-based label filled with stars like Lil Baby and Migos. After his death, the head of his label took to social media, expressing his grief. So much potential that the world didn't get a chance to see, he wrote on Instagram. Love you, bro. It's really hard for me to say R.I.P.
I just want justice for my son because he wouldn't let it go if it was me. So I can't do that. I have to persist and try to find out who did this.
And again, police calling this an ongoing investigation. If you have any information, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. Reporting live in downtown Atlanta, Michael Seiden, Channel 2 Action News.
And Michael, in a situation like this, it is such a loss for the family and also your future feels like it's taken away. I appreciate that update, and hopefully they find some information soon.
Now, a couple months ago, people pointed out a Clubhouse conversation with 21 Savage and a guy from Marlow Hood called Check PFK. Now, allegedly, it was 2 parts. It was a lot of incriminating stuff said. I didn't have that in there, but I will have a snippet, about 3 to 4 minutes of the argument with 21 Savage and Check PFK.
Time out, gang.
Bro, okay, bro. You was a rapper, bro. Since you stepped in the 9, bro.
Alright, so look. So No Plug was rapping in too. So is he a rapper too?
No, he wasn't no rapper. He didn't get none of that he had off rap. That's the difference between y'all. That's cap.
Alright, so look. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If he was getting money before he was a rapper, right? Nigga, ups and downs. If a nigga was getting money before he was a rapper, then he popped being a rapper, but he was.
What, bro? You might did.
Alright, but hold on. Do that make you a rap nigga too?
Or something. I said when you came in the 9, you didn't
but
have
that
money.
don't matter, gang. I was 22 years old when I came over there, gang. Like what? So that don't like. What's your point, gang?
I went out there. So you saying I went out there since day one? So long as you been coming in the 9, you ain't been seeing me.
No, I ain't say that.
You're a liar.
I said you was a little nigga in the hood.
Now you been seeing me.
I said you. No, that ain't what I said. I said.
The 9 trenches, right? Yeah, right around the 9 trenches, right?
I said you was just a little nigga in apartments. You wasn't a nobody. You wasn't a factor.
9 trenches, right? If you were to show you, okay. Why you can't? Now you been knowing and been seeing me since you been out that way before you got your success. Why you can't name one time I went out bad since I'm a flanker or anything like that?
I just told you wasn't a bitch, bro.
All right, then, so just let it go.
You just want to cheat.
You stay your story. I got more cheese.
You did say
bro, they used to lock the. I used to come in the spot. They used to lock the door, like lock the door before check, try and bring us in here. On my kid, on my children, on my children.
On your children, what?
They used to lock the door before check, try and bring headlines in here.
Man, so Blue, get Blue to put that on song.
Bro, Blue was in jail, bro.
Blue went in jail.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes, he was, man. Yes, he was. Yes, he was, bro. He was in jail. If he went in jail, he went over there that day, nigga. What you talking about? On my kids, they said that.
Now you know you just talking. He lived out there.
Man, on my kids, your homies used to call you a lame. On my children. That's on my kids. That's on my kids. Right? You think I'm finna lie on my kids about you, nigga?
Put it on your kids. You heard me. You seen a nigga call me a lame in my face.
Wow.
How about that? A nigga say anything behind my back. I can't control that. When you ever see a nigga call me a lame in my face or get a nigga?
You better drop a mixtape after this.
Man, I'm not dropping no. I don't rap. I don't.
You need
straight. I'm lit. You see me, nigga, I'm lit. Outside rap. I don't get no stream money. This bro don't pay me.
That nigga battery trip. Listen.
Straight. The hell, no nigga that hang with you got more than I got going on without you.
Put that on some.
None of them niggas who around you can see.
Put that on some.
That's on everything. No around you had no paper, no motion, no nothing before the rap, bro. Nigga, y'all are the rap. Bro,
rap saved them.
Stop lying.
The rap saved them. The rap saved them.
Stop lying.
Rap saved. Rap saved lives.
Yup, they saved the fest because we the richest crew in this shit. What talking about?
That's cool. Who the richest before rap though? Who had their whole crew in
y'all wasn't the richest. Y'all wasn't the richest.
Who pulling up?
Hey, look. I can't even say y'all because you don't even account with them. You wasn't even in the mix back then. So I don't know why you speaking on that like you was ever in the SRT back then. You ain't never even roll. You ain't never even ride with them then. Fuck time out. So stop talking about it, nigga. Why is you talking about it then?
Hey, put it on your kids.
You just brought it up. Man, y'all don't see what he doing. Y'all don't see what he doing. Y'all don't see what he doing. He just brought the cars up, then said, I don't die. It wasn't my car. Why are you talking about it then?
Hey, bro, I was 16. I'm just letting you, I'm here nigga to speak. I'm say I was getting money back then, doing none of that back then. The fuck just tell you I was around and I ain't never been no hoe. When I ever said I was up back then or I was doing whatever the nigga. It's up playing hands, elbows, and feet. So I don't know what I've been doing. I've been known for that my whole life. Niggas know me for putting hands and feet.
Nigga don't know you from stepping.
Hey, bro, alright. No. I ain't got once I heard all this shit going on, I slowed down.
That nigga wrong.
I slowed down. Nigga know what's up with me, man. Straight up.
I swear to God on my mama, I don't know nothing about you doing nothing.
If you seen me somewhere and you were by yourself and I was by myself, you would say all you saying to me.
Yes, on my kids. On my kids. What? Just said I want no. Now you trying to say I'm a bitch now. So you saying I'm a bitch?
Would it go down though?
You wouldn't win.
Man, I know that, right? Would it go down? Would you be able to talk like a bitch? You can walk up on mush, say anything to it, nothing gonna happen.
I don't know.
All right, then.
I can't say you ain't. I can't say you ain't or you is, but on my kids, I say the same face though. On my kids, I say the same to your face. All right, hold on.
Bro, you ain't never seen me and said, "I see y'all done been in close encounter with you when it all on." You ain't like that. All I'm saying.
So I'm a bitch.
I ain't saying technically yours what you saying right now. You ain't saying in my face, so that's
technically.
So alright. So look, would you say you saying in my face without it going down? Would you say out in my face without it going down?
Nigga, what the?
And when nothing happened?
I don't know. I ain't never said you were no flunky, but I'm telling you, I stand on what I stand on, and it's both ways. That's what I'm telling nigga. Don't nobody leave their house like they say, our side or your side. Nigga know that's both ways.
I don't know what you talking about.
Yeah, I know.
What you mean by both ways? What that
both
mean?
ways?
Man, nah, don't.
Shot fly both ways. Shell fly both ways. Yeah, niggas know.
Niggas know.
I can't believe you just said you wouldn't say that to him. You wouldn't say that to
I'm
him.
just saying.
That's what got. Look, I ain't gonna lie. That kind of got me thinking like, man, this nigga might be a little. Why would you say that? Why would you bring up another nigga though?
But I know you, bro.
Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
Who name I said?
That's crazy.
Who name I said?
So you ain't just say niggas' names.
Who name I said you wouldn't say nothing like that?
So you ain't just say tweet name.
I didn't say no tweet. Nigga, I said you don't want tweet.
Put that. Oh, you don't look. You don't want to. You don't want to say that.
You can show your gratitude.
All right. Look. Hey, look. Look.
I wouldn't spend no $700 on no Louis belt. I wouldn't do that.
Hell no, I ain't give a look. I ain't look. Hold on. Look, this nigga a real. Hold on, man, bro. Look, that's how you know this. That's how you know you a real hater by the shocking about that you ain't even around for. That's how you know you a hater. That's how you know you wanted this little moment. You've been saving all this. You've been saving all this little side for this moment, so you can say that.
The same niggas who showed me
all my kids when I was at Tweet Condo, cause I couldn't get a condo. Yes, nigga. I had money.
Did you have a condo?
I had money, nigga.
So as you can see with that conversation alone, without me even saying it, allegedly, Slaughter Gang and PFK got some bad tension ever since the demise of Rude, aka Marlo. Now all those groups feed their family, have promising careers, and artists that we didn't even mention. And with they groups recently being mentioned by authorities, with Operation Heatwave, knowing their track history, you can only pray that they stay out the mix.
Running towards the building, back inside of that breezeway. All right, units, keep coming. That breezeway to your left is where he's going to run at. All right, he's running the back side of the building, southbound. Get some units on Middleton. He's running towards Middleton. All right, radio, looks like they're getting that male detained right now.
This new video just into the Atlanta News First newsroom shows police pursuing a man who they say fled police in a car earlier this week in northwest Atlanta. Police say once police spotted the car in the area Thursday night, they quickly called in their air unit support team to help officers on the ground arrest 26-year-old Brandon McGill. Police say McGill is now facing multiple charges, including obstruction, illegal possession of a firearm, and eluding police. Well, this was all part of Operation Heatwave. It's a data and weapon-driven operation targeting high crime areas and violent criminals. Atlanta police speaking exclusively with Atlanta News First, saying this data helped them track down 5 suspected gang members wanted in connection to a murder of a teen.
We want to put our officers in specific areas of the city that gives them the greatest opportunity to encounter guns.
This is how Commander Ralph Woolfolk and the Special Enforcement Section of the Atlanta Police Department catch violent criminals during Operation Heatwave.
This depicts all 6 of our zones throughout the city of Atlanta, and for each one of those zones, you've got 10 to 15 beats that are located within those zones.
Anytime a weapon offense or violent crime is committed in one of the areas or beats of our city, it's documented right here in their system, allowing APD to coordinate the right plan of action.
Talking about some of the patterns and trends that we're seeing.
This time, Atlanta News First was inside the Intel meeting, where they create that plan.
Our kind of Fairburn Road, MLK corridor as well. So we know that we're seeing some concentration of Goodfellas, of Paradise East Gang, as well as PFK.
The data-driven strategy already successful this summer. New body camera video shows officers arresting Jaquan Felts on Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway. Police say he's a suspected member of the 952 gang and was wanted for the murder of 18-year-old Dominic McKibbins, who was shot and killed outside of the 952 DeLabel recording studio on Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway in May, a place police believe the gang frequents often.
The reason why you're in custody is because you have warrants for your arrest.
Police say Cameron Kindred, Quintavious Williams, Marcus Foley, and Nitavious Davis are also suspected 952 gang members and were arrested too last month. All 5 men are now facing felony murder charges.
I need to know some answers today, tonight, right now.
His grandmother spoke to Atlanta News First the night of the murder and was devastated. Tonight, APD still using the data to combat gang activity.
We wanted to make sure that we held those individuals accountable.
Well, police say Zone 1 had the lowest crime numbers for the latest 28-day period because of Operation Heatwave.
Now, as we wrap it up, for anyone who lost their life in the recent events that we just covered, once again, rest in peace. A love of condolences to you guys' family. Fam, that was the story of some groups in Atlanta allegedly a part of the microscope of authorities. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.